In politics, few things seem more powerful than a presidential endorsement. For years, Donald Trump's backing has helped shape Republican primaries across the country, often turning candidates into instant frontrunners. But in Georgia, voters just witnessed something many political observers thought was nearly impossible. A billionaire outsider with an unlimited war chest managed to overcome the combined influence of both President Donald Trump and Governor Brian Kemp. And the result is sending shockwaves through Republican politics nationwide. Main story. On Tuesday night, healthcare executive Rick Jackson pulled off one of the biggest political upsets of the year, defeating Trump-backed Lieutenant Governor Burt Jones in Georgia's Republican gubernatorial primary. The victory is especially remarkable because Jones wasn't just endorsed by Trump. He also had the support of Georgia Governor Brian Kemp, one of the most influential Republicans in the state. Normally, that combination would be nearly unbeatable. But Jackson had something few candidates ever possess: more than $100 million of his own money. Throughout the campaign, Jackson flooded television, radio, digital platforms, and mailboxes with advertising. His spending shattered records and dominated the political landscape in Georgia. Political strategists say his campaign became impossible to ignore. No matter where voters looked, they saw Rick Jackson's message. In the end, even the enormous political influence of Trump and Kemp couldn't overcome the sheer volume of Jackson's campaign spending. The bigger picture. The loss is being viewed as a significant setback for Trump in one of America's most important battleground states. Georgia has become a key political battlefield in recent election cycles, making every major statewide race closely watched across the country. For many analysts, this result raises an important question. Has personal wealth become powerful enough to challenge even the strongest political endorsements? Jackson's victory suggests that, at least in some races, money can dramatically reshape the political playing field. Key endorsements and momentum. Jackson wasn't completely alone in his fight. After finishing behind in the earlier primary contest, former rival Chris Carr threw his support behind Jackson. He also received endorsements from prominent Republican Senators Ted Cruz of Texas and Rick Scott of Florida. In the final days before the runoff, Cruz even joined Jackson on the campaign trail, helping boost enthusiasm among conservative voters. As momentum continued to build, Jackson's campaign transformed from a long-shot challenge into a serious threat. And on election night, that threat became reality. Public reaction. Reaction online was immediate and intense. Some conservatives celebrated Jackson's victory as proof that voters still make independent decisions regardless of endorsements. Others argued the election demonstrated the growing influence of money in American politics. Meanwhile, political commentators across the spectrum are debating what the result means for future Republican primaries and Trump's influence heading into upcoming election cycles. One thing almost everyone agrees on: this race will be studied for years. Conclusion. Georgia's Republican primary delivered a stunning reminder about modern politics. Endorsements matter. Political influence matters. But sometimes, a campaign fueled by extraordinary resources can change the entire equation. Rick Jackson's victory wasn't just a win in a governor's race, it was a moment that challenged long-held assumptions about power, influence, and money in American elections. And now, the question facing Republicans nationwide is simple.